YouTube and welcome to KangBrosTV. Liverpool 1, Manchester United 1. Look at my face, bruv. I cannot believe what I've just witnessed. I would take that point and run with it because can't believe what I've just witnessed. What the fuck?
We were shit. Shit. And the way you got to look at it is, again, we've said this for a little while. Listen, Leicester performance was actually decent. I thought they played well, and you know, I watched that and I thought, yeah, finally, we're actually getting back to where the levels we need to be hitting. This performance, props to Man United. I'm different. My mindset's slightly different for people that we watch it together with. Props to Man United because Wan-Bissaka and the other fullback, Young, were right up the pitch, not letting Trent and Robertson affect the game as much, right? So fair play.
Not just that, even if you watch carefully what they did to Bobby, they were like, anytime Bobby got the ball, bang, there's about three, 4 mans on him straight away because they know. So
fair play to Man United because you've got to give credit where credit's due. I'm not the sort of person that's going to sit here and think, like, you know, oh my God, we should be tucking these. No, listen, if a team plays well, they play well. They're set up in a way that made Liverpool ineffective. Yeah.
Because thing is, I want to hear from those Liverpool fans that were gassed. I think it was going to be 6-0, 7-0, chicken just mess. We knew that this was going to be frustrating, right? But the thing, we estimated straight away that this game at Old Trafford they were going to frustrate us. But what surprised me was that I didn't think they'd have the discipline to hold it on for how long they did. So that's what I want to give my props to Man United. I didn't think they would have the discipline to do that. So,
but the discipline is one thing, which I get, and like I said, props to Manchester United. So that's me done giving them their dues because you have to. Otherwise, if you don't, then you're not a football fan. Yeah. No. But what I will say is, from a Liverpool perspective, as a Liverpool fan, because I'm watching this game before Liverpool, obviously because I want them to win, but it was just fucking shit, man. Like the passes. Just the decision making, whoa, it's getting me vexed.
Just simple 5-yard passes, man. Just simple 5-yard passes. And for me, Henderson, nah, I'm finished. I'm done. If people defend Henderson, you tell me what he did in this game. Like, I know Naby Keita came on for how long from the pitch? I would love to see the stats to see how many times Naby Keita touched the ball compared to Henderson, bro.
Listen.
Tell me what he does. What does he do? He's a captain, bro.
The one thing he did well is from today. He did one thing well. He spoke well in the last interview. That's it.
But the best thing he did was take his armband
off. That's it. You know what I mean? Bruv, took too much time, bro. Get it off quicker, bro. No one cares. No one wants you to give it to. Just get it off. Get gone. I'm just listen, people. You can't deny me for what you know. He's achieved things at Liverpool which are good. He's been part of teams which were dead and they're getting better now, whatever. But listen, you got to move with the times. Liverpool have to move with the times. From times, yeah, us mans are sitting here saying, get Milner on, bro. That's what we're saying. Man's like, get Milner on. That's when you know, innit? So listen. We need creativity. Soon said it after the game. We've been saying this here. If you watch our videos back, we've been saying this for a long time. You need somebody in that little pocket. Listen, work rate's fine. People, the combined 11s, yeah, combined 11s. Me and him had a big argument about this, right? Because I said, for me, Paul Pogba would be in my Liverpool that mix 11. The only person that would be in that side for me would be Paul Pogba, yeah, ahead of Liverpool players. And he goes to me, why? He goes, because you can't really go on Pogba. I goes, listen, you put Pogba in that team at Liverpool, he ain't got to worry about doing all the legwork because that's what you got those other nutters in there to do. You need someone to open the door. Paul Pogba, you could give him that France team that won the World Cup. He was part of it. Everyone's like, oh, he was quality in there. But he ain't got to worry. But he's got Kante, Matuidi, whoever else is in there. He's got them mans running around doing his legwork for him. So you just ball player. Go and do your balling. Sorry, Matuidi at Juventus. They've got people in there to let him, just to free him up to go and express himself. That's why I'd have him in that team all day, every day. Liverpool needs someone in there to unlock the door because teams are now going to watch that and think, you know what, we can do that. For example, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, they're going to watch that and think, hold a minute, we tucked these lot in. So we'll just do what they did because we're better than them. That's what they're going to be thinking. And that's no disrespect to Man United because you just got to respect where you are at the moment as a club. You know, they did what they had to do. You give them a point before this game, they'll snap your arm off.
I think this game also, you realise how much Liverpool actually miss Mo Salah. A lot of people gun Mo Salah for what he does.
Me included.
Yeah, people gun him for what he does. But if you realise now, there's still certain parts of the game where there's just no room. Mo Salah skips past 2 people and suddenly the pitch looks like this. I think this is where you appreciate Mo Salah. And this game, if he was here today, I think it would be totally different. Not totally different, but it would be very different.
The thing, what I realised the most was that Trent was crossing the ball from just past the halfway line. And I'm looking at that thinking, why? But it's because there's nobody there. Yeah. Normally, you know, if Salah's playing, I can't not mark this guy because he will do some mad shit. Yeah. So that also frees up room for Trent to make him even better. I appreciate Robertson more because in my head I'm like, he kept going and he was still crossing the ball from further up the pitch. Trent, huh? Crossing the ball from in his own half. I'm like, bruv, There's a guy in there, renowned, slabhead, renowned for heading the ball. You're crossing it to Firmino.
Thing is, you've been mentioning Trent for the least, 4 or 5 weeks at least, saying Trent is having one.
100%.
And today, he was way off it. And I mean, don't get me wrong, like we said, United set up really nicely. The way that they pushed the wing-backs right back. But, like you said, it doesn't make no sense. Some of his decision-making and some of his crossing was poor.
And you can say what you want, yeah? Klopp was like, only one team here to play, rare tear. But listen, that's what you got to live with that, player. You're there now to be got at. Man City, you don't hear them complaining. Because they just got to think, right, whatever it is, we've got to find a way to tuck this team in.
Yeah.
And at the moment, Liverpool, today, everyone's like, oh yeah, statistics, Listen, I don't care about statistics. No one cares about stats. They deserve something because of the stats, 60% possession or whatever. No, you don't. You win games by scoring goals.
The thing is, the games that I've seen before for Liverpool, you always think that we're going to get a goal. We're going to win this game. Or I couldn't see it happening. I could not see it not happening for not a minute.
Not 1 minute did I look at that game and think, you know what?
The goal's coming.
The only time I did was when there was about a minute left in the game when we're all over him.
Once the first goal happened, then you think, you know what, maybe this could happen now. But it took so long. Like I said, when those substitutions, when they came on, they actually got on the ball and just did the basics right. That's all it was. These guys are not like, Lallana hasn't played football for I don't know how long for Liverpool, but he just got on the ball and did the simple things right. Naby Keita, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. And this was the difference. And like they say, the patience, people screaming to him to give the ball to Robbo, he waited his time. When the time was right, laid off to Robbo and the cross came in. Firmino, great run. Mane, I think Mane played really well. He's the only Liverpool player for me who could see a threat from, who's trying really hard and doing bits.
Now, there's one thing that we can't not talk about. VAR.
Bro, the only thing consistent about VAR, is it's consistently shit, bro. That's the only thing consistent about VAR. Every week, every game I turn on, I say, okay, let's see what's going to happen. Even though about the end of the game when they said there could be a handball, even though it wasn't a handball, I know it wasn't a handball. I was like, you know what? You didn't even know with VAR. They might just said, you know what? We'll give it. But it's just...
Listen, all I'm saying is, that Liverpool, I'm not making excuses because Man United were playing better than Liverpool, right? And they did for majority of that game. They were playing better football than Liverpool were, right? And they had a game plan which they stuck to better than what Liverpool did. But if that goal doesn't go in, which it shouldn't have done, it should not have been a goal, right? Let's just be brutally honest. It shouldn't have been a goal. You're then looking at this game thinking, Man United would be getting cussed. If this game finished 1-0, for example, Liverpool, or it's still 0-0, right? Because Man United, if you look at that, they had 2 shots on target all game. One of them was that. Yeah, so that's what you're looking at. So what you're going to then turn around and be like, they've had 1 shot on target in 90 minutes. Whoa, do you know what I mean? They were rubbish. They didn't do anything. But because they got that goal and it gave them something to claw onto, that for me should not be a goal. It's a foul. If it's a foul, if it's a foul, doesn't matter where it is on the pitch. If it's a foul, it's a foul. That shouldn't have got to that. That goal shouldn't have happened. Liverpool's goal, no qualms. The handball, Mane's, it's a handball. It is a handball. It's not deliberate, but it would have changed the direction of where the ball ended up. So it's a handball. Boom. But if that's the case, if that is the letter of the law and that is the rules, then you've got to stick by it. They say, oh yeah, well, you can't, if it's not a clear refereeing error. Then they're saying that he's blinded. Well, surely that's why VAR should be there. So he's blinded and he can't see. You missed that one, player. It is a foul. Go back. So I'm sorry, but this VAR thing, I think someone else mentioned it, one of the other pundits mentioned it, it's just for offsides. Well, if that is the case, accept that and just use it for offsides.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, it's bullshit.
It's not adding nothing.
It's ruining games. You're ruining it. Ruining it.
Yeah, no, I think the only thing was, right, sometimes when a decision goes wrong, you get really frustrated as a fan. You're thinking, you know what, the decision's gone wrong, we're playing well. But the only thing for me, it felt different for me, was that even though the decision was wrong, I just thought Liverpool was just so shit. I was like, you know what, we don't even deserve anything out of this game. And it just felt different. That's what I would say in a defence of it. I mean, I 100% would agree with what you're saying. It didn't look like a foul, though, I would say, initially, when I saw it in real time. We thought, I don't know if you agreed, I thought it was quite soft. I thought in real games when we play football, right, no one's gonna be given that. But when you look at the replays, it is a foul, and I think everyone is pretty.
I think at the time I even said to you, I was like, I don't think that's a foul. Because when I first saw it, I didn't think he was in control of the ball.
Yeah, we thought it was a
That's
bad
what
touch.
I thought.
Yeah.
But if you actually look at it, he's actually sold Matey. His body's going one way, and he took the touch inside, and then Matey's come through the back of him. So it is a foul. And then about 5 minutes later, the referee's given a foul against Liverpool, saying he's come straight from behind. He's come straight from behind. You can see him mouthing it. So hold on a minute. So what's the difference? And actually, officially, the official of this game was actually, I thought he ref poorly. Yeah. I actually thought it was a bad game on his part, right? Because he was given some of the fouls he's given both ways, even sometimes against Liverpool. I'm just like, mate, you're consistently bad. Like, you're bad. You're just a bad referee. the other thing is I wanted to make a point on was when Matip kicked the ball out when mate's on the floor. What? Man United had had in possession of the ball twice in that sequence, then kicked the ball out. Yet you felt it necessary to kick the ball out. Please.
Well, the other thing that I want to actually bring up is Rashford, right? Suddenly, Rashford scores a goal. He scores against England. Great movement, by the way, from Rashford. That goal, that movement that he did was nuts. I saw it, I was like, yeah, mad. Suddenly, Man United, this is a different Rashford. Rashford is a sick player. I don't understand how you can go from here to here within just one performance just because he scores against Liverpool. I think
we're both the same, yeah.
Rashford is a decent player. He's sick. So all these there's a lot of United fans that saying Rashford's dead. Need to get rid of him. I'm like, I can't believe it. Suddenly now, back up here, I'm consistently on the same with Rashford. He's a great player. He's just surrounded by shit.
He's not great.
I say he's a great player. I think he's a great player. I just think he's just surrounded by shit.
I think you're baffled there. He's not great. Great is a big word. He ain't great, but he's a very, very.
You know what I mean? Okay, player. You want to use just words, but I'm just saying. For me, he's one of the best strikers in the Premier League. People may disagree because of his goals and whatnot. That's what I'm saying. You don't think so?
Bro, I think you'd be drinking too much Rabino or something, bro. Because
you don't think he's one of the best one of the better strikers in the Premier League.
See, look, even you're trying to correct it now. One of the better. Do you know what I mean? All I'm saying is
he one of the best strikers in the Premier League?
No, he's not.
He's not in the top 5, not top 10.
He's not in the maybe the top 10, but he's not in the top 5. Not in the top 5 for me. Sorry.
Go on then, as we hear.
Well, Aguero, Kane. I'd go Aubameyang. I'd go Lacazette ahead of him, and I'll still put.
Lacazette even play, bro.
But I'll still put him ahead of him. and then Firmino.
And Firmino, yeah, okay. I'll take that. Yeah, so he's not in top 5.
He's not in top 5. But, of course not. He's actually nowhere near the top 5. I'd actually go and say Callum Wilson's probably better than him as a centre forward. Tammy Abraham would probably be better than him at the moment as a centre forward.
Nah. Okay, we disagree with that, bro. You can't be saying Callum Wilson, bro. Come on.
But my man's playing for England, bro. Tucking. So.
All right. Anyway, but I was just saying, Man United fans, you need to be consistent with this guy. To say that he's toilet and then suddenly I don't think they get that. Okay, man of the match. Do you want to give anyone man of the match in this game for Liverpool?
It's not a Liverpool player.
No, you got to pick a Liverpool player for you. Who's the better Liverpool player for you? Even there, I agree with you. None of them fucking deserve it, bro.
Man's actually clutching the straws here. You know what I mean? I actually go as far as saying, boy.
Bro, I'm going to give it Lallana for the goal, bro. That's what you can give.
Because he is the man of the match for that reason. He's the man that comes to mind from that match because he scored the goal. But they were poor. They were not good.
I hope this is a wake-up call because we got some big fixtures coming up.
We were saying this, and I actually remember saying this to you as well. Don't then turn around when they do drop points or when they lose and say, oh my God, I didn't see that coming. Bro, we've been seeing it for a month. So it's not like, I don't know. I'm not happy. I'm not impressed. Obviously, we've got the point. We haven't lost, which is important because losing to them pieces of shit is tough to take if you did lose to them. But it feels like a defeat to me. It feels like we've lost, even though we've actually come in and got a point where we didn't deserve one. But that was not a good game to watch. I'm sorry, and I'm hoping that they do something and fix that because if that carries on, bruv, get ready to drop points consistently. That's my opinion. So,
yeah, I mean, let's know your opinion on this video. I want to hear from those fans that thought that we are going to just breeze past this team. And I told you this was going to be we always said it was going to be a tough one. And anyway, we're happy to take the point out of it. But yeah, let us know your opinions on this. But don't forget to share, like, and subscribe and comment.